If you'd asked me years ago about what videos I thought I would be making, I would not have said videos about autism. I started this channel because I wanted to make a channel talking about movies and TV shows. However, one day I was exploring the internet and saw cases of big celebrities getting things wrong about autism. I feel as an autistic person who will have to live with the rumours and treatment that comes from those rumours, I should give my opinion and state some of the facts that I'm aware of to get ahead of said rumours. I'm not a journalist. I never pretended to be a journalist. However, that said, when it is brought to my attention I got something wrong, I want to fix that. So firstly, apparently the source I quoted from in the Benedict Cumberbatch is an ableist and autistic person's take video is a drama website. I don't know how untrue or true that is because I can't seem to find it again. I did, however, find multiple other articles of Benedict Cumberbatch and autism, like one from Autism Asperger's Advocacy Australia, where Benedict Cumberbatch says he doesn't like people saying, "Is this autism?" and "that autism," because it is dangerous. It's a difficult thing for people to live with. My counterpoint is it is a difficult thing to live with, but there are so many autistic people who have done impressive things, like Temple Grandin, Dan Aykroyd, or Anthony Hopkins. And in a world where half of the representation of autistic people is that autistic people are children, I could understand why some people would like to point out, this person is a genius, this is clearly autism. I could also understand why autistic people say, this fictional character you performed is autistic, and they say, no, would be annoying and considered ableism. Well-meaning or not, we need to point out when something is wrong. And this is why I pointed out Tom Kenny said autism is a superpower. When you have a disability and well-meaning people tell you it's a superpower, you may be like, in what world is that the case? And I like Tom Kenny, I like SpongeBob SquarePants, but it just seems wrong. I also don't understand why Benedict Cumberbatch has seemed to flip-flop, because I found this clip, admittedly it's only a clip, on TikTok where he says Sherlock is autistic.
And he always has, not just bon mots ready, I mean, he is slightly sort of sociopathic and autistic in his approach to people. And I think sometimes intentionally, sometimes unintentionally, he can be incredibly, vastly rude and miss the mark as well, with people who are trying to help him and actually would be good to be on side with. But going back to the original question, yeah, I think he's fierce, he's adventurous, he's funny, and he's often right, and he's good. He's a good person to be in company of. So yeah, I do think he's likable.
I mean, he also says he's sociopathic and other things. Why is he okay with saying that then all of a sudden when seemingly autistic people say Sherlock is autistic, Alan Turing is autistic, it's dangerous to say? On the topic of Frankenstein's monster, Frankenstein monster is about man playing God and creating a person from body parts from a graveyard that turns out to be, shocker, barely functional and a monster. A monster that realizes it's a monster and destroys itself.
Wow, you know what? That's really cool. I used to be fixated on, like, Victorian monsters and monster movies, and, you know, Frankenstein was always really interesting to me, next to Phantom of the Opera, of course. So tell me, what research did you do for the role? Tell me, what research did Benedict Cumberbatch do for the role? I, an autistic person, would like to know.
Now, whoever made the call, I don't think it matters. Because at the end of the day, you still are okay with making a living from using autism to represent a monster. But no, Sherlock Holmes and Alan Turing can't be called autistic. I also want to mention Benedict Cumberbatch supported Autism Speaks. They have done a lot of bad things. If you want to know about them, I'm sure you can find plenty of videos on YouTube as to why they are bad. But let me just tell you this. They spent decades trying to research and find a cure for autism. And yeah, that's all I've got to say about the matter. I want to point out again that this is my opinion, but I have tried to use facts to represent why my opinion is the way my opinion is. If you still want to support Benedict Cumberbatch, that's fine. I'm not stopping you. You're entitled to your opinion just like I'm entitled to mine. But I hope you can at least acknowledge why all of the things I've pointed out are wrong, in my opinion, and wrong in the opinion of many other autistic people. Thanks for watching. Bye.